Hey, what's going on YouTube? Aaron here, in case you didn't know. I just wanted to share with you all something shameful from my past. Something for which I was very ashamed at the time. I didn't want people to know that I was like gay. I think this was back during my first channel because on this channel I've been out like the entire time. Like that was the purpose of this channel. But my first channel, I was like, I don't know. I mean, eventually I came out on it, but blah, 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 blah. The rest is history. And here we are today, and I'm going to share with you what I did. Because I didn't want to be out on social media because it's so important at that time, I I created a separate account for my gay stuff because I wanted to express my sexuality in social media, but I didn't want it to be connected to Aaron. I almost gave my full name, which would have been very ignorant. But I didn't want it to be connected to Aaron. So I created a totally different Twitter handle just so I can talk about gay issues. And I even followed like Last O on it. My gays know who I'm talking about. Last O is like one of the best gay rappers on the planet. Like he's one of the best rappers, period. And he's also gay. But that's another story. His name is Last O. Check him out, okay? But I followed him, and he was like, "Wow." So the name that I came up with was called The Gayness Life. Like, how gay is that, right? The Gayness Life. So I followed Lasto. I followed everybody who was relevant to gay stuff, in my opinion, but I just didn't let them know it was me, which is so stupid, but whatever. And he was like, wow, am I so gay that I'm being followed by The Gayness Life now on Twitter? And I was like, oh my gosh, he spoke about me. Well, he spoke about Secret Me. Anyway, ultimately, I just used that Twitter handle to like complain and moan and groan about this relationship that I was in at that time. I think this is, I don't know exactly. Well, wait a minute. Wow. June 2010. So, 6 years ago. And I ultimately just used it to complain about this guy that I was dating. So I wanted to share that with you all. Share some of the things that I said. Okay? So here we go. I said, I like him and he seems sincere, but I just don't know. My defenses keep building up. Let me say, ultimately, things didn't work out with us. My suspicions were correct, and he had moved on, and it is what it is. But this is me tweeting about, I think he's moved on. I hope not, because he was really cute. I'm not going to lie. Like, he was fine. Thick, dark chocolate dudes. Y'all know I like them thick, dark chocolate dudes. I'm just saying, like he was, but it is what it is. Anyway, he was also a little feminine. And he was my first boyfriend that I ever dated seriously who was like a little bit, feminine, you know. But he was who he was. And I think that was a sign of me maturing because that's what Dan Savage said, when it came to like people dating feminine guys, that the dudes who are like, man, I need to date a masculine man. I can't date no feminine dude. Those dudes are like 22, 23 years old. And as they grow up, they grow to accept people as they are because they are hating on feminine guys because they hate the femininity in themselves, aka the homosexuality in themselves, which is not inherently feminine, but still, they hate that in themselves. So that's why they don't like feminine guys. Anyway, so I dated him. Oh my gosh, this is going too long. So what I said was, I like him. He seems sincere, but I just don't know. My defenses keep building up. And then I say, I keep thinking he is just not that interested, which he wasn't. I keep thinking he's just not that interested, but he doesn't want to admit it. And he doesn't. Oh my gosh, that's right. I remember having these deep discussions with him like, are you interested in me? And he'd be like, define interested. No, I'm kidding. But I remember having those discussions with him and he'd be like, yes, of course, I love you. Well, he didn't say I love you, nor did I. But he was like, yes, of course, I like you very much. Thank you. But anyway, I was like, he's just not that interested. He doesn't want to admit it. I think he wants me, but he doesn't. I think he wants me, but he doesn't. Okay, that's silly. Hashtag I may be wrong. How many people use that hashtag? I think it's trending. And then I said, isn't it crazy how just a couple of days ago I was tweeting about our watching the sunset and getting caught in the rain. Hashtag confused. I was confused about that because I remember we did this nice trip to Northern Virginia. And like I say, nice trip. DC is right outside of Northern Virginia. We took the friggin' metro down to the waterfront in Northern Virginia and walked around there. And it was beautiful. And we got caught in the rain. And that was beautiful too. I'm not going to lie. It was. And then I love myself. I said, I feel like a Gumby haircut and a cheap fiddle. Hashtag played. Oh my gosh, I feel like a Gumby haircut and a cheap fiddle just for saying that. Whatever, anyway. And maybe something legitimate is up, but I don't like giving the benefit of the doubt, of that doubt, just to get hashtag played. I was serious about not getting played, y'all. I was serious about it. And then I said, oh, okay. So this was me looking outside, because I was with him, and then I started to be like, maybe I shouldn't be. And I don't know. And then I said, I'm all EOE when it comes to cuties, equal opportunity employer, but I ain't stank though. It takes some time to get to me. That's why I feel so hashtag played with this dude. Hashtag sad face. And then I said, I saw this really gorgeous white guy, and I don't like it when people, marginalize people's attractiveness by being like, oh, this really cute white guy or this really cute black guy or stuff like that. But I did it. It's what I did. I think I was just trying to speak how people speak without regards for what's right and what's wrong. Anyway, but I said, I saw this really gorgeous white guy today with light blue eyes, and he seemed really sweet. I usually don't like really light colored eyes. And that was just the tweet. That was it. I especially despise colored contacts because I think people just look so goofy in them. Honestly, colored contacts, it makes no sense. Okay? Not only do people look goofy, but think about it. Your pupil contracts. I forgot the other word, but it gets bigger and smaller. So your iris also will get more real estate and less real estate on your eye depending on the size of your pupil. So when you wear colored contacts, you're not fooling anybody because it's obvious that your colored iris is not changing size with your pupil. So it just looks like you have something crazy over your eyes. I despise colored contacts. There you go. Despise is a wasted emotion also, but I sincerely dislike them, and I don't like dudes who wear them. I'm sorry, it really turns me off. But I think it's also a younger thing. Anyway, last tweet. I should have known when he ain't did nothing on my B-day. I'm tweeting all these thoughts also 'cause I ain't tweeted in a min. Tongue face. Hashtag don't hate. Don't hate. Anyway, so yeah, I should have known when he didn't do anything for my B-day. Yeah, I should have known. It is what it is. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. If y'all want to go back and check my The Gayness Life Twitter handle, feel free to check out my sad, sorry, other tweets about that particular boyfriend who I dated at that time. He was gorgeous. He still is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love my boyfriend. Thank you. And he's a thick dark chocolate dude too. Now, he doesn't like being thick though, because he's like, you've only seen me with my weight up, but normally, get your weight up, get your weight up. He's like, you've only seen me with my weight up, but really I'm generally a lot smaller than I am. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever suits you, as long as somebody's not unhealthily fat, that like the doctor is saying you're morbidly obese. I like a thick dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's something just manly about a nice, thick, dark chocolate dude. Although it doesn't have to be dark chocolate, because I'm not gonna lie. Like, I saw somebody on my Twitter, not on my Twitter, on my Tumblr, and my Tumblr is nothing but sex, y'all. So don't get to, don't get your hopes up that it's anything with pride. I'm kidding. Actually, sometimes I do Tumblr some really serious stuff, but it's mostly half naked men. Not fully naked, but half naked. That's where I draw the line for y'all. So you won't be on the bus like looking at your Tumblr and come across my page and be like, oh, I wonder what Aaron's up to. And then it's like, oh my gosh, what are these naked people, and oh my gosh, everybody sees me on the bus and I can't close it soon enough. So no, it's just half naked men. Half naked. That's it. That's all I do on my Tumblr. But yeah, I saw this gorgeous thick vanilla chocolate dude. I don't know. He was like Indian or something, like white vanilla or whatever. And he was hairy and he was thick and he's gorgeous too. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think my boyfriend is also kind of got a little bit of hair down, a little hairy down the area too, which is cute and I like it. Anyway, talk to y'all later, YouTube. Peace. Be blessed.